First of all, the movie in time presents a future where time replaces money. People stop again at 25, and from that moment, they must can earn time to stay alive. In other words, time becomes the most valuable resource because without it, life ends. This idea is important because it makes us think about how we value life today. At first, the system of time seems fair because everyone starts with the same age. However, very soon we see that this is not true. In general, rich people have hundreds or even thousands of years, while poor people live with only a few hours or days. For example, workers must work every day just to survive, and they live under constant pressure. Besides, priests increase all the time, making life even harder for the poor. In other words, the system is designed to keep people in their place. According to the movie, this inequality is not an accident, but a decision made by who has the power. The rich controlling time to keep order, but this order only benefits them. Therefore, the movie describes a society where wealth is more important than human life. Besides the main characters, begins to understand how unfair the system is. In other words, he realized that people are dying not because of mistakes, but because the system needs scarcity. Fortunately, he decides to act and share it with time. Above all, this shows that change begins when some people question injustice. Besides, in time teaches us that fear is used to control people. When people are always afraid of dying, they do not have time to dream of fight for a better life. For example, many characters accept the system because they are too tired or scared to resist. However, the movie shows that solidarity and courage can break this control. Therefore, the value of the movie is not only in the story, it's the message. It helps us reflect on real problems like inequality on fire system. In general, in time asks us to think about who controls resources and why. Finally, the movie reminds us that time is life. Above all, it teaches that life should not be treated as a product. In time, it teaches us to evaluate justice, share opportunities, and remember that every human life